Okay.
Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Mom's house, y'all. I am sitting here with Papa this evening.
Hello, BMH Universe.
In this lovely Monday evening. It was a long weekend, I think. It felt like a long weekend.
Let me start off real quick by saying, our East Coast people, we're having bad storms there tonight, to be safe. I know once this is, out there, the storms will be over. I just want to go out there and say I wish y'all be safe and stay safe with those tornadoes.
Those same storms and things that were here just a day or two ago.
Well, they're worse because there's tornadoes. We didn't have those.
Not funny, but we've had those big rains and the winds and everything, and evidently, I was just at our doctor's office on Thursday or Friday. I don't remember which one. I think it was Thursday. And everything was fine. So I guess evidently with that big storm we had Saturday, it did something to their roof because an employee went in on Saturday to do something, and there was just water everywhere. So they've spent the last couple days, trying to get
rescheduling appointments and getting everything up and running.
Well, evidently they didn't even bother with that. They just decided to lock the door and people would figure it out, I guess.
Wow.
But I called because my shoulder X-ray said I needed a CT, so I was calling to get that ball rolling.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out all that. So that was an interesting little.
Yeah, it was nice of them to let everybody know, hey, don't come in for your appointment.
Right, and they may have called people. I don't know. I don't have an appointment there again
That's
until.
our doctor's office. Who knows?
I have an appointment there again this Thursday. I think it is.
No one to call.
Well, they said that they'll definitely be back in the office because I guess the nurse practitioners will be in there tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah, they were just trying to get it dried out. They had that restoration place come out and put up big giant fans and do all kinds of stuff, they said. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, everyone out there who still has these storms or has been through these storms, be safe.
Pennsylvania.
Everywhere throughout the Midwest and moving up to the Northeast, they're just kind of...
Yeah, there are trees down here all
everywhere,
over the place.
Yes.
2 branches just missed my van the other day. I didn't even tell you that. Went out to go to work, and there were two big branches, one next to the van and one in front of the van.
And I tell you all the time about how paranoid I am about us parking underneath that giant tree when it storms.
Well, there's trees everywhere.
I know, but I mean specifically when it storms because all these trees are old.
Oh, I know.
And they don't get trimmed and... Oh my goodness, y'all. I just had to get hiccups in the middle of our show here. So bear with me. I apologize. I promise to pause if it gets too annoying. But today, we have a couple topics.
Do you know what's the cause of our bad weather? Aliens.
Aliens is the cause.
I think aliens can be part of the cause. You know how some people think the government is? I don't think so. I think it could be aliens.
Do you think aliens have like a weather control machine and they're just trying to...
They control the moon.
Oh, give us that theory, sir.
They're inside the moon, right? So that movie Moonfall, is not too far-fetched, right? And you control the weather with the moon.
Really?
Yes. The tides, the waves, you control all of it with the moon. And have you noticed, the moon is out in daytime now. When we were kids, the moon was never out in the daytime.
Okay, I didn't get informed of this shtick beforehand, so I refuse to be a part of it on the fly. I'm sorry.
The moon goes to sleep in the day, and the sun goes to sleep at night.
I'm pretty sure that's what we thought in kindergarten.
I don't remember about kindergarten. I have no idea. All I know is I like beating on the piano. That's all I was told. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk about aliens.
Like Linus.
Okay, so this could be maybe one of the most controversial episodes we ever do.
I tried to a segue. Sorry.
You suck at it. Just joking, y'all. But he wanted to talk about aliens, and so I was thinking, okay, there's lots of things about aliens, but I guess more specifically for me, I like the idea of aliens because I would like to think that there was maybe another intelligent life out there that could maybe help us, that would not want to take over our planet and eat us or whatever.
They look at the planet now, they won't.
But here's the thing, though. If there is intelligent life out there, odds are there's some sort of other intelligent life. Like, we can't be it. I refuse to believe that God was like, yep.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm bored, I'm done. That's
one and done.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know if I believe all that. But I would like to believe in aliens. I believe that, you know, it's a good possibility they could be out there.
There's Area 51.
It's such a huge, I mean, no one could even, there are enough zeros for how large space actually is.
Yeah.
And
there's some space they haven't even seen yet.
Well, there's a lot of space they haven't even seen yet. They've barely covered our galaxy.
Exactly.
So it's like, who's to say that even if it was out there, we'd ever find it? Or they would find us?
Or they would ever come back and tell us, because, you know, they might just get sucked up by a UFO or something.
What are you talking about?
Like the space people go out there and, you know, in a spaceship, a space rocket, space shuttle.
Are you talking about astronauts?
I'm talking about astronauts, yes, going out there and looking for going deeper into space.
Oh.
You know, Elon Musk is coming up with something.
He's stinky. He's musky. But I took it more of like, you know me, I love books, and I like movies, and I like TV shows, and I have a lot of time for that kind of thing in my life. You don't have that much time. But I was thinking more like, I went kind of with the idea of my favorite alien books, movies, TV shows. So, I have a list. Okay? Obviously, anything Marvel, basically, because even if they're not human, most of them are some sort of alien.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Yep, a good one. Both of them.
Yes. And of these, whatever I say is going to encompass the entire series of whatever how many there are. E.T.
It's a good one. Classic. Signs. Is Signs on there?
It is. Arrival. That was the one with Jeremy Renner.
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
Signs. The Host. I like the book and the movie, but I like the book better.
I know which one you like too. Another one.
Contact.
V.
That is a really good one. That
series and a movie.
It was actually never a movie. It was only a TV miniseries.
I thought it was a movie too.
The original one that was on in the 80s was the miniseries, and it was more like a movie because, you know, it was basically just, 10 hours long.
Yeah.
And then they tried to come out with a show later, but it was terrible. But yeah,
I have another one for you.
Hang on, can I do my own?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
Transformers. The Astronaut's Wife.
That's scary.
Coneheads. And Avatar. Those were my favorites that I could.
How about They Live with Roddy Piper?
No, that one was not on my list.
I like to chew gum and kick ass. And I'm all out of gum.
I've seen the movie. It's just been many, many moons, and it would not crack my top 50.
Really? Are there really 50 alien movies out there?
Oh, yes.
But I do believe in aliens.
You do?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we discussed this. There's no way that this...
But they don't know this, so let's have a conversation about it.
Sorry. Well, you asked me, like, you do. I was like, well, I was like, I told you this before.
Anyway, why do you believe?
Well, I've never seen one, right? Just like Ghost, I believe in them.
But you know of.
Oh, shoot, you're right. I know of, yes. I mean, but...
I said Men in Black, right?
You might have.
I did. It's on here, but I don't know if it said it. Men in Black, for sure.
All of them?
All of them.
But yeah, I mean, I've never seen an alien to my knowledge. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
some of my coworkers were aliens, some of my customers. I don't know. They could have acted like aliens, some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
From what you said.
Some of our politicians, present and former, act like aliens. Some certain ex-president's supporters act like aliens. Actually, I want to believe that they all are aliens and that human beings aren't that bad. That's what I want to think.
That would be nice.
Yeah. That T-Rump and all his supporters, his cult, are all aliens. And the people that don't support him, it's like V. You gotta have the... Don't you have to have something to notice each other? I mean, or maybe it's more like they live. Because you have to have glasses on to see them.
Yeah.
Certain glasses.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need. Certain glasses we
Maybe.
can see, so we can see the true human beings and the true aliens.
Maybe.
Have you ever thought about that?
Maybe that's what Trump's hair is. It's like his little...
His hair is like a tube.
His detection device.
Maybe it's like...
I don't know. But what about you? Do you have any favorite alien movies?
I like They Live. I like They Live. I'm a big Piper fan. Both in the ring and out of the ring.
It's definitely an 80s dorky boy movie.
It is definitely an 80s dorky boy movie, yes. I do like both Independence Days. I like the old one better than the new one. I like the Will Smith version better than the new one.
Well, you and I aren't big on remakes
Yeah.
and forcing
and I never considered Marvel
sequels and things.
alien movies, but I think I'm gonna think of it, just
Most of them are aliens.
but they're superheroes.
But they're still aliens.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm gonna put them in the alien.
Well, they're also in the
Topics.
fantasy column.
Yeah.
But I put them in under aliens because there's a lot of aliens in those movies.
Well, yeah.
Most of it's done in space.
Yeah,
So,
all the bad guys are aliens.
so I mean,
Except for,
I just put it on there because it could be both, but,
Now,
Marvel's awesome under every heading.
getting back to that, all right? I just said all the bad guys are aliens, but not all of them are. We have one that I know of that wasn't an alien.
In the group movies or the single movies?
Single movies. Group movies, they were all aliens, I believe, right? Group movies? When all the Avengers were together. Iron Man.
Except for...
Iron Man 1, he wasn't an alien. A bad guy.
Yes.
What was his name again? Is it Bridges?
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
The only movie he's ever been bad in, and he was awesome in it.
I think he's a way better actor that he's older now. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Because he did a lot of weirdo movies back when he was younger, and now he's like
He was pretty good and Blown Away.
Like under the heading of Ghost, R.I.P. department or R.I.P.D. You know?
Oh yeah, he was pretty good in that. Yes, he was.
Yeah, so it's like things like funny movies. I like that. But okay, are we done with aliens? Or are we?
Well, what do you think about aliens? I want to know your...
I want
you to tell the world.
I did. I said that I hope that they're true, but only if they're good, and like...
So, but you don't believe, you just hope.
You know me, I am an evidence person.
There's
show
probably
me
evidence out
the
there.
evidence. Show it to me and I'll believe you.
What about all those different lights out there that they see in these different states? I mean, we don't see them, but... I'm talking about stars.
We've seen weird lights in the sky.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's an alien.
What is it?
It could be any number of things. It could be nowadays a drone.
Terrorist?
It could be. You never know.
Over Midwest?
You never know. But anyway, the next thing that kind of naturally came to mind to me after aliens would be kind of ghosts. Things like some people believe, some people don't. And this is where I think we could get into very controversial territory, because some people are very hardcore about their yes and no alien stances, but even more people are hardcore about their ghost stances. Like, again, I want to believe 100%, but I'm too much of a...
because most human beings are big on the afterlife. And they want to
of
believe
some sort.
They want to believe that there is, something after you pass away here. They want to believe that they go somewhere.
Yes.
But if you're a ghost, you're stuck. That's basically what that means. If you're a ghost, you're stuck here.
Yes.
Until you do something to change that.
Or something happens to
something
change
happens
that.
to change it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
do you believe in ghosts?
I do. I do believe in ghosts. I'm not one of those people that, like, well, I guess you can say selfish or self-absorbed, thinking that there's just us here. There's no, ghost. I mean, we've had, who knows, like that house we stayed at in PA.
Well, that's what I was just thinking. You guys flat out said we're not going in there. It's haunted for sure. And not me, the one who wants to believe, but is too pragmatic, too like, I'm too rational minded, I guess. And so, like, as much as I want to, I just don't, because I've never seen proof of it. I think if, you know me, I kind of have, I'm spiritual too. It's like, I believe in, going with my gut kind of thing, mother's intuition, women's intuition, just a person's intuition.
Yeah.
I listen to that. And so, and I kind of think of that sort of as some of those strong feelings as being guided by my ancestors, my heavenly friends, ghosts, whatever you want to call it. So I do believe that we go somewhere. And I just don't know what it is or where we go.
So you believe in purgatory too?
I'm not Catholic.
That's basically what ghost means. And they say that you're stuck here because you're in purgatory. This is purgatory.
Well,
to some. I mean, we're not in purgatory. I'm talking about,
No, I know what you mean. That would be their afterlife stuck here as being in purgatory. But
until you do something, change it.
Unless you're Catholic and literally believe in purgatory, I think it's something that would keep someone here. Some like, I kind of have the feeling that I would be the one not moving on if I passed away because of you guys. I wouldn't be able to leave you.
So you'd be like, what dreams may come?
Well, I'm not going to hell to get y'all.
No. I'm talking about, but he went back. He actually stayed after he died, and he watched over her.
Right?
He didn't want to leave until they made him leave. He didn't want to leave until they made him go to his heaven.
Yes.
All right, and him being there only made it worse for her because she could feel his presence.
Yeah.
So that's why they said, Cuba Gooding Jr. basically said, you need to come. You need to go away.
Let her move on.
Let her move on, even if she didn't.
Right.
Which is another awesome movie, outstanding movie, in my opinion. One of the best Robin Williams movies.
That would count as a ghost movie.
Yeah, well, there you go. Here's one of my favorite ghost movies.
Okay.
But, I mean...
What else? You got any other faves?
For Ghost? Can we talk demons too? Do they count, or just Ghost?
Ghost.
Well, the movie Ghost.
Demons count under fantasy.
Right? Meet the movie Ghost.
I got that one.
Okay. I knew they had that one. But my favorite movies, I didn't really think about ghost movies. Casper.
That was one of my favorites as a kid.
Yeah, well, yeah, and they made a movie about it.
The one with Christina Ricci.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I watched over and over as a kid. Mm-hmm. I was...
Heck, I used to watch cartoon.
11 or 12.
I used to watch cartoon when it was out.
I did too.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
But that was when I was little.
But going back to ghost movies, can you consider Scream because it's Ghostface?
No, unfortunately. No. Again, maybe that'd be more like fantasy.
Yeah. Well, it's horror.
Yeah.
That's more horror.
We'll have to do a whole separate episode just for horror because we have a ton of those.
But Ghost, I really don't have any favorite ghost movies. Really.
Well, I have the show Ghosts. It's the UK. No, it's the UK show.
I've heard about it.
The US made its own version, and it's not nearly as good.
I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
No, it's on
CBS.
Yeah.
Paramount.
But I think it's on HBO, the original UK show. It's really good, and it's funny. I get Ghost, the movie.
Oh, I got another one.
The Conjuring. Hang on.
Sorry. No, that's demons.
There's ghosts too.
There's demons in it.
The first one started with a ghost.
So
Conjuring's about ghosts and anything haunted, right?
But
it doesn't have to be a demonic thing. Right?
But aren't bad ghosts demons?
No. They just be a poltergeist. Which is another good... Hang on. Okay, so we've got The Conjuring, The Shining / Dr. Sleep. And I like the book on both of those better than the movies. Poltergeist. I can't read my writing. Give me a second here. Ghostbusters,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
Insidious,
I got one in my head that you don't have written down.
The Haunting.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say? Oh, the Sixth Sense.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's
That's what it says.
How about the Heavenly Kid?
No, and you know what though?
That's a good one.
It was one I liked a lot as when I was a kid.
Yeah. And it wasn't a scary one. It was just
No, it was
feel-good comedy type one. Isn't there one called Ghost Ship?
There's a lot of those out there. No, you like The Fog.
Yeah. But I thought it was about
Or is it The Mist? No. It was The Fog.
The
is the one with the
Mist
ghosts.
was the big bugs.
Yeah.
The Fog is with the ghost pirates or whatever they are. Yeah. They came back to avenge, the relatives of the people that killed them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, like, ghost movies to me are not, like, just any horror, scary movie genre kind of thing. It has to be about ghosts. And so it took me a minute to, like, sit and actually think about, from all the movies I've watched as my favorites, the ones that I'll be like, even though I've seen it 15 times, I'll be like, oh, flipping through the channels, oh, that looks good. Because it's just one of those things that you just like them a lot. And a lot of them we watch them together over and over because you're the same way, thankfully. Yeah. And they kind of moved into the idea of, okay, well, yes, there are certain genres like alien specific, ghost specific. But then I was thinking about, there's lots of good movies from when I was younger that kind of are those adjacent. So I kind of labeled those fantasy,
Like Fantasy Island?
Maybe. I mean, it could be. I mean, that was about fantasy, right?
Well...
Or are you talking about the movie or the show?
The movie's more of a horror.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that more about a ghost?
No, you have to see it. It's more of like a revenge movie.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Well, for me...
It's weird.
I have a lot more time on my hands than you do, so I've seen a lot more TV shows.
Supernatural.
The Witcher is a really good one that's still on that you could watch with me.
I watched the first season.
Well, we're on season 3 now. So
I better get cracking.
Exactly. Supernatural, which is amazing. I
know you're still watching it over and over again.
Over and over, a constant repeat 24 hours a day when I'm not doing something because I really enjoy it that much. Yeah. And because there's 15 years of it, you don't get too stale on it, even though it plays over.
Yeah.
Sandman, that's the one that's still out. I know you're not into that one.
Not big one, no.
Anything Harry Potter, I'm a Potterhead.
Yeah.
Vikings, I consider that kind of fantasy because obviously a lot of the stories that are supposedly real.
Want that? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I guess.
Wouldn't it be like a documentary or a true thing, or
more like a historical thing?
Yeah, historic. Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously it's been fictionalized. Not everyone then.
It's been dramatized. To make it more interesting.
It's pretty and hot.
I have white teeth. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Hairless legs.
Yeah.
So some of the other ones I threw out was things like Lucifer, really good show.
I did see that one. Yes.
Arrow, Supergirl, that whole kind of DC universe that's on.
Would that fall in
I think it's the WB, right? That they're all on. Mm-hmm. I've seen them all.
Netflix too.
The Flash, all those shows, they're all really good. You've never heard of this one, but it's Fate the Winx Saga.
What the hell?
It's a whole thing. The 100, Stranger Things, you can watch that with me.
Yeah. I haven't watched the last season yet, though.
Dark Shadows, that's kind of a throwback one.
Yeah, Mom and Dad's favorite soap opera back in the day. That was a soap opera.
But I'm not about the little vampire guy.
The Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings and The Hobbits. Mm-hmm. Those are some of my very, very favorites. And I can't read my writing again.
My precious. She's just trying to read, folks.
I really am. That's terrible. I am sorry.
If you can't read it, I can't read it.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm even trying to...
It'll come to you in your sleep.
Probably. I'll be like, son of a bitch! Oh, but there's more. There's a few more on my list, okay? The Neverending Story.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Fantasy. Yep.
Willy Wonka. Edward Scissorhands. Back to the Future is one of my all-time faves. The whole series. Aragon series, the books. That's about dragons. The Game of Thrones series.
Yeah.
We've only seen, of course, that 1.5 one season of shows, but the books are amazing.
No, we watched all Game of Thrones.
No, but I'm talking about they've got now House of the Dragon.
Oh, okay.
And all
Yeah. We haven't watched any of that yet.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Yeah, we don't have HBO Max anymore.
Well, we'll get it back.
Well, eventually, yeah. But I'm saying right now we can't.
True Blood, Sweet Tooth, The Umbrella Academy, The Stand, another awesome TV movie. And I want to see there's a movie out called The Portable Door, and I really want to see that one, and I think you might be into it too.
You know, Insidious is another movie out too.
Does it really?
Red Door it's called. That's
So
in theaters now.
Really?
It's in theaters, yes.
Well, then it means it'll be out on HBO or something soon.
And not to like ruin anything for future episodes, but there's also more Marvel movies coming out soon.
Well, we will be talking about those as they come out and we
Yes.
see them, because you know us folks, Marvel's our jam.
Secret Invasion was pretty good in my opinion.
I thought
I enjoyed it.
It was movie quality. I can see why they only got to do 6 episodes, and it's because the budget for those, I bet each, what was it?
Well, they didn't pay much for the actors because the only actor we really had was Samuel L. Jackson.
That's not true. They had that recurring Hill, that lady.
Well, I'm not going to ruin it, but yeah, she was on it a couple episodes.
But she's been on it for the entire however long.
Yeah. But I mean, the biggest actor in that show was Samuel L. Jackson. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and Emily.
Oh yeah, true. The girl from House of.
The House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
I know her name's Emily. I apologize. I flew right on my head, you guys.
What's her name in Game of Thrones?
Why you gotta do me like that?
I thought maybe that would be easier.
You're switching tactics on me, and you know it takes me a minute to get stuff booted up in my brain. You're putting me on the spot, folks. I'm sorry. But so, what about you? I know you're not big on fantasy. It's not like your favorite thing. You're more into the scary and.
I'm more into like the Amityville horror movies.
Yeah.
You know, like the based off true events, like the Insidious movies. All of them are based off true events.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're dramatized.
But I would have loved to have interviewed those two. Wouldn't you love to just interview them and be like, man, what an interesting life?
No, I really want to. I just want to keep my distance.
Why?
From
it's
all
not
of
like
it.
they're haunted.
It doesn't matter.
You're very superstitious, though.
Yes, I mean. Yes.
I'm not.
Yes, I mean, but I do like watching movies on TV. Now, being in my face in real life, no thanks. But on TV, fine. Now I don't mind going to haunted houses and stuff. You know, during Halloween. You know, like when Liz and I and Adrian and Lizard and Mallow and I went to Six Flags. You know, for Fright Night, whatever that's called. Yeah. That was fun. You know?
But that's not really scary.
Nah.
It's pretty much...
It's got a bunch of clowns there.
We're not going to talk about clowns. But... you guys aren't afraid of them, so that wouldn't be a big deal for you.
They're pretty corny. Put it that way. Yeah.
Because it's more geared towards kids, families, not, you know, the... Now, we've been to some haunted, like, corn mazes, and, like, some people put up their own...
Yeah, we went to a thing called Butcher's Hollow. We've been to a local one. You know, with a bunch of local people doing it. They're just a family doing it, which is really fun.
But it was
pretty scary through the woods.
And large, like, I mean, it was a lot bigger than ones you'd get at when you pay for a lot more, you know, I think. Plus, they had more characters and, like, different, like, little stations set up with, like, things to freak you out.
Yeah. It was a pretty long walk, too.
It really was.
Yeah,
and for me, that was back towards the end of my walking aidless. Yeah. And so that was the last time I think I went on any kind of a long walk like that without a cane or something.
I think there was a pig farmer after us, chasing us up a hill, and
no, it was the guy in the corn maze with the chainsaw.
Yeah, I think it was wasn't he the pig farmer? Because they had like the crazy pig going around there too. We were dead. We were dead because there's
I'd have been like, go on, I'll draw him away.
I'll be like Shane and shoot you in the leg.
You girl all pushing me up the hill to get done. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. It's too steep. And they're like, come on, you can do it.
I would save you.
No, but that's you guys literally were like trying to push me and pull me up the hill because my back was killing me. Remember?
Thank goodness nobody was chasing us.
I would have just sat down and died. I'd been like, here I am. It's my time. Thank you, Jesus. I'm coming home.
Now, there was this place back in my home area. All right. I forgot. It was in out by Shamokin in Centralia, out that area. They had a haunted house. Mm-hmm. But to get there, you parked. Okay. But you had to have a big old long line to get just to the gate. Then you had to walk even further to the house. Okay. So while you're in that long line waiting to get in, they got people with chainsaws and masks chasing you around. Or if you don't run, they don't chase you, of course.
Right.
But they'll come up to you and they'll have like the chainsaws, and they'll touch you with the chainsaws. All right. No chains.
Obviously.
Okay. But they would scare like all the kids, all the high school girls, college age girls, and they would just chase them around. And that would be scary. And you would be standing there.
Well, here's the thing. They've got a captive audience.
Yeah.
Because unless you give up and leave, you're stuck standing there with these freaks in your face. So it's like, I don't like that kind of thing. That is not my bag at all.
I think the town Centralia is scary enough.
When you could find it.
Yeah. Yeah. But now, you can still go through the woods if you wanted to.
Having been there, before and after, whenever it's all been grown over and everything, and then watch the movies and then see how the buildings go to being all like broken down and look very old looking and everything. And it's very, like, the movie, I mean.
You mean Silent Hill?
Yes. It's very cool because you kind of almost, because you know what it really looked like.
Unfortunately, it's also based off a video game.
Yes.
Silent Hill. So, I know they say it's based in Centralia. I don't know if that's a fact or just a rumor.
I think that's where they got the idea for it being set in a town that was always on fire.
Yeah.
I think that's where the idea came from.
And it's very sad to happen in a town.
It really is. It's a sad story.
And I don't want to have like a rerun episode here, talking about what we already talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
But, it's scary. It's part of the fantasy genre, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So it fits in. But I really like to watch that kind of stuff from a distance, not up close. So no, I would not want to interview those people.
Huh.
Ed and what's her name? Ed and
Lorraine.
Lorraine, yes. And they look nothing like the original people, by the way.
Well, no, these were people that were like at their heyday in the 60s, right, or something like that, 70s.
And they're supposed to be looking like those people.
Oh, come on. No, unless it's some kind of reenactment like Monster. Okay, nobody wants to look like the real people. If everybody wanted to look like real people, they'd get normal looking people up there being the actors. But no, it's the beautiful people. So obviously they want to reenact it with the pretty people. Yeah. When they tell my life story, you think I want it to be Roseanne or fucking Jennifer Aniston? I want to be played by Jennifer Aniston.
First of all, neither one of them will be around by the time they tell your story.
Wait, Jennifer Aniston ain't that fucking old?
Yeah, she's almost 60.
No, she isn't.
She is in her 50s.
Yes, early 50s. You bite your tongue off. She ain't no 60. And even if she was, she still looks really damn good.
She looks 30.
Yeah.
Now, don't even start with Roseanne crap.
I'm just saying, who would you rather look at playing me? I think we all pick Jen. Because, I know her like that, and we're besties.
Yeah, that's why you just call her Jen.
Yeah.
Jen. She's going through a lot right now with her father passing away.
I felt really bad for her.
But he's 90. He's like close to 90.
But still, if it was your dad or my dad, doesn't matter if they're 90
exactly.
or...
No, I totally agree. But I'm just saying he lived a good life.
Yes, yes. From some of the things you hear of Hollywood stories of parties back in the day, I'm sure he had a lot of cool stories. See, I like interviewing older people because they've lived it. They've been through the shit before it was legal. They did all the cool stuff while it was, still, not going to jail. They've been doing it kind of thing. So I love interviewing older people. I would love to have interviewed him.
Who, John?
Yeah.
Houston?
Yeah.
Victor.
Well, rest in peace, John Aniston.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Victor is still alive on the show, though, but only for a few more episodes.
See, so that makes Days of Our Lives relevant to our ghost theories here.
Yep.
And fantasy.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Your favorite #1 show is a fantasy.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad it's not real life, because that would suck.
And I think more of your shows are fantasy than you realize. Like, the Blacklist. That's obviously fantasy. Let's shit like that don't happen in real.
It's actually not. That's not fantasy. That could actually happen.
Dude.
Have you ever been in the government like that? Do you know people in the government like that?
When will you learn that Mama knows everything?
So you were in the CIA or FBI?
You don't know everything about me. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we got lots more to talk about off air.
See, this bringing us together. All right, you guys, we are starting to get a little goofy. So happy Monday! I hope you guys had a great weekend. Be safe. Spay and neuter your pets, and
use your windshield wipers.
Bye.